Better to be ready.
Got Schrammbles, who's Kirby playing I guess a GameCube game right now. Looks like a GameCube controller because it's purple.
Maybe.
We got
Could be.
Hold on. Can't read the name. We got KirkQ.
It's KirkQ.
Slime from Dragon Quest.
Yeah, you said that for a while. They've both been here a while. Schrammbles has been here since Mystery Tournament 13. KirkQ all the way back to Mystery Tournament 4. And these win rates are pretty good. These win rates. That's what I just said. 71% is a monstrous win rate. We bring this up every time. Schrammbles doesn't have that top 8 star, but definitely could get one. Has been very close before. Has finished in 9th at least once. KirkQ does have a top 8 star. Got 5th back in Mystery Tournament 7. And that's not even like, back in like Mystery Tournament 1, there was like 32 people or something. But by the time they got to 7, there's a pretty big number of people and some pretty strong players lurked around in the pool. So
yeah,
KirkQ's definitely got it.
And match
Currently,
number
the
2.
game they've pulled is like a flashback game or something. They're talking about how like maybe KirkQ's advantage of having been around forever is actually going to be relevant.
Actually, Schrammbles announced the game. Weirdly enough.
Whoa, okay.
Despite the experience difference. You wouldn't expect it.
Oh, so it might be a different game. What will our other racers think about this other game?
Yeah, it's like a weird thing, right? When it's a double and then one match is a redraw due to non-blindness, do you split off? Do both races get a new game? We never really have like a procedure for that.
I think historically we used to always redraw, like split them off, but we've started to not do that because that just takes more games out of the pool.
Definitely from the TO side of things, you're like, well, I mean, what if we...
Yeah, what if we don't waste the game?
Yeah, I mean, we also used to not combine duplicate submissions, so we would have one tournament where the same game was played like 6 times because 6 different people submitted it, but we don't really do that anymore.
Wow, funny you should mention.
Scarce.
We reversed on that one. There are duplicates in the pool this year. Though I don't think it's rampant with 6 of the same game or whatever. I think there's like a couple games where there's 2 of them.
I've definitely seen the same game submitted like at least 6 times in the same tournament.
Yes. The year where someone submitted Chess Former, which is a platformer with chess pieces, sort of a puzzle game. Funny enough, not a platformer, but I think there were 5 submissions for Chess Former that year.
I think the most I've seen was actually, it was when the freeware browser version of Baba Is You came out, like before the full Baba Is You game came out.
Oh.
And that got submitted. It was in top 8 that year, but it was like submission by, and there was a list of like 7 people who all submitted it.
Alright, so this match 1, Schrammbles vs KirkQ, a really good match. It's gonna be exciting, like high win rate from both of them, 71 to 61%. And we talk about this, like 71 is a bigger number than 61, I can confirm that. But 61 is based off a higher match count. But there's the experience, Like maybe if we like plot this on a graph, maybe KirkQ will have a higher or an equal win rate in the last 34 matches, which is what Schrammbles' win rate is based off.
Maybe we'll calculate their Z score or whatever.
Please.
Get their ELO.
Yeah, we gotta get the ELO.
Yeah.
But yeah, match 2 also exists. We got Bungabooo versus AaronDobbe.
I'm a fan of both of these display pictures. These are quite striking.
They've got the pink-blue theme going on.
So Bungabooo joined an MT16, returning for a 3rd time now. and has a pretty close to as close as you can get to 50% win rate with the number of matches that they played. Presses all the buttons. And then AaronDobbe, the Grand Jolly Meister himself, very, very strong at puzzle games in particular, and then like no slouch otherwise. But yeah, if this is a puzzle game, I'm always going to give Aaron an edge. I gotta know more about this character though that Aaron has as the display picture. Is this an OC?
Reminds me a little of Elizabeth from Waka.
Oh, reminds me of River City Girls.
Yeah.
Like she'd be the shopkeeper or something. Except I think the shopkeeper in that game is a super buff lady with 6-pack abs and like 6.5 feet tall.
Oh yeah, what's the music? Chat, you're on.
The shopkeeper's a skeleton?
You can't prove she's not a skeleton.
Panette Ivy.
Net from
Fire Emblem.
Engage. Yeah. Another Forest asking the music. Let's have a look. It's Laplace. Luna Nights.
Don't know anything about it.
I know that the Nintendo DS is a console. That's as much as I know about this.
Yeah, River City Girls does have a bunch of different shopkeepers. It's more what I was thinking. I was like, I don't remember a giant skeleton. I didn't even really play it. I watched it like one time. But I did not remember a giant skeleton. The players are talking about the game. I'll just give you a couple snippets. Big rasterized energy hypercard platformer. These things mean nothing to me. They mean something to you. Keep it under your hat for now. What the hell is Fabrikurna?
Well, it's Crater apparently, but what the hell is Crater?
Crater's the game.
I thought isn't that the main guy from God of War?
Yeah, and his son Hole. Come along, Hole. We've got a meteorite to slay.
Yeah. Krater is the German word for crater. It fits. Like the spelling would be correct if it was German, and it meant crater. Maybe it does.
On sale for $1.50. Tell you the music's pretty alright so far in this Crater game.
Yeah, it's like music that doesn't get in the way of the gameplay, you know?
Yeah.
Like this could be like a Command & Conquer or something.
A lot of racers have come out for this one.
Oh yeah.
Let's see, Maurice is in here, he doesn't count, but there's 8 others. Only 4 of them are actually having a match right now. Oh, we got some lyrics.
Yeah, it's even more like Command & Conquer. Just do it up. I love this song.
lands far into the future of post-apocalyptic Sweden.
Wait, this game?
Yeah, Crater, I think.
Oh. I mean, that sounds even more like a Call of Command and Conquer then.
This is just so much and more of a serious tone than I can possibly follow up with my voice. Let me look at the schedule.
Oh, we can look at the schedule. We're still setting up. It's a 4-player race, and there's like 10 people in this, so we got a bit of time. We can relax from this intense music and go to some jazz. What is this music?
So Chosen Last versus El Cheese Boy. Are they the ones? They're not in this double, right?
No.
No.
This is a match after this one.
Okay, but Chosen Last has joined it and will be racing along. So as a warm up.
That's fine. I mean, it has to warm up. It's a back one match. It's our first back one.
Oh no!
Someone's gonna go home.
Someone's going home. Oh, it has to happen. It has to happen a lot if you want to actually finish the tournament.
That is how it goes, unfortunately. Yeah, we just have the winners bracket, and then we never do the losers.
Yeah, this whole thing is set up to crown one winner and like 100 losers.
Some people lose less than others. It's fine.
That's true.
But yeah, looking at the schedule, we got like a little bit distributed over the week. 2 tomorrow, then Wednesday and Friday, I guess. If my counting works. Yeah.
Though we are early enough that sometimes people will schedule one like just for tomorrow or later today.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
it's a bit wild right now. But yeah, we're gonna have this double, and then it looks like one more afterwards.
Right, back to the intense music. Oh, it's gone.
Grimrock 2.
That's that like really old school DOS style base dungeon crawler thing, right?
Yeah. And all of your guys, I think the combat is like real time, and you just click on all of your stuff to attack.
Oh, really? Mouse game.
Yeah. And there's like the hammer will have like a 7-second cooldown, but the dagger's only got a 2-second cooldown or something.
Music's good. Game's already over. Apparently, it has good music.
I only ever hear people talk positively about Grimrock and Grimrock 2. I'm looking at the aesthetic of our next game.
It's good.
It must be very nostalgic for some people. Oh, it's a bouncy game.
Bouncy game. At the genre. Bouncing.
The Blob has no notion of conservation of momentum and is not beholden to it. Oh, now we're getting a track. Those other ones were pretty good, but now we're talking.
Let's go train.
David Wise is stepping on the dance floor.
Wow. Oh, I was gonna say, oh, it sounds like Battletoads. Isn't that funny? Same company.
I don't actually know if it was David Wise. It's both rare.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it was David Wise who did Battletoads.
Yeah, but you know that meow, it sounds like the intro to Battletoads.
Oh, yeah. That's true, that's true.
That's what made me think of Battletoads. Alright, let's have a look at this game, since you already kind of spoiled it by saying there's a blob. It's not just any blob, it's the Blob.
Blah Blob. It's a short game about jigsaw.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I was like, did you bite your tongue or what?
I've been studying up on my German.
Oh wow, that is rude to the entire country of Germany. I will have to hit you with my Rindfleisch-Etikettierungskontrollüberwachungsgesetz.
I heard controller in there. I don't know. I don't know anything else. If someone were to speak French to me, I would be able to pick out phrases, maybe even Japanese.
Yeah, you're Canadian.
Yeah, but there's like other languages that just like, nope, that's noise. That's just some pleasant noise. There's no meaning contained within.
Alright. We're just about ready. Race is about to start once... Ah, there we go. Last person is ready. We're gonna get going really soon. It's Bloblot. We're gonna beat the game. This was submitted by Tea Party Cthulhu, also known as Virazek. And here we go.
The controls are fully editable. And time starts when you hit play game. Time ends when it says, congratulations, you completed the game.
Makes sense.
That's it. That's all the paste bin says. Now, there is a big how to play screen that I think everyone has looked at.
Yeah.
And, yeah, momentum, conservation of momentum is not a thing. You can hold space to bounce harder. These are the only two things I learned from the screen. Maybe there was more.
So it's a pogo game. Let's say it like it is. It's a pogo game.
It is.
Ooh. When you hit spikes, you go arc.
Me too.
This game looks awesome. I would love to get this as my match.
We did see some people jump over and then hit the corner of the spikes on the other side, and I was wondering if maybe it was hard to stop in the air, but it looks like you do have a fair amount of control. When you bounce off a wall, it doesn't like send you horribly flying all the way across the room or whatever. Like,
yeah,
you can kind of just... Can you even just bounce up one wall repeatedly over and over? Probably not.
I don't think so, because then this level that KirkQ is doing would be completely pointless.
Right. So what? But what about? Is it hard coded to just be like, no, you can only bounce off one wall?
Yeah. We got some Lil Wayne in there.
Wow.
I guess maybe it's like a lot of games where you just can't reach the wall again without there being another wall on the other side. You know, like Celeste in theory, except they messed it up a little bit.
Yeah, maybe. Schrammbles leads by just a little bit over KirkQ.
Yeah. And AaronDobbe is leading in the other one, I think.
Yeah, there it is, the top of the world. They're gonna be beating the whole game. Oh, there were spikes up there on the side of the wall.
Yeah, a little rude.
I haven't quite noticed. It looks like these spikes that are like level with the floor. If you're half on the floor and half on the spike, it seems to recognize you as on the floor.
That's good. Anything else is bad game design, and you can't convince me otherwise.
Yeah.
Oh, KirkQ takes the lead.
Uh-huh.
Really flew through this climb that Schrammbles is having issues with. I think Schrammbles just died to what I just said is bad game design.
So it looks like if you're mostly on the spike,
Yeah.
It doesn't say, well, your toe's on the floor, so you're good. It doesn't do that. It's like, no, your halfway point is on the spike. You're on the spike, you're dead.
Yeah, and that's bad, I think. I'm not a fan of that. Alright, so
Yes, Schrammbles probably isn't either.
top race
Level
KirkQ
end.
in the lead. Bottom race AaronDobbe in the lead.
Yeah.
We lost Bungabooo. No, there we go. Yeah, you can see people dying. While I mean, it makes sense, right? This is a blob. You wouldn't just be able to stand on your toe if you were a blob.
I don't know. This blob does seem capable of some pretty advanced movement. I can't wall jump, you know?
Oh, you know, everything has ups and downs.
The blob always looks greener than the other side. What? KirkQ still leads, finding this nice chain of sequences, and then you need to use the idle bounce animation to get over these one block spikes.
Yeah. Wow. I feel like he was
That's tight.
more on the platform than not.
Yeah, that feels bad. Not gonna lie.
Feeling as well. Schrammbles finishes the previous level and joins KirkQ on the same level that also AaronDobbe is on.
Bungabooo dies, but right after hitting the checkpoint, so that's okay.
I just noticed there's a level number. Bungabooo is so far behind.
Yeah. Has not been taking to this game the way that the others have.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh man, Lil Wayne's got a cold.
KirkQ is gonna have to make a big jump. Ooh. Okay, that's not close at all.
Yep. It's pretty easy, actually. It's a bad sign when they've got this, like, oh, it gets higher and higher sort of challenge to die on the second one before it's even got to the hardest version of it. Oh, Schrammbles goes early. Had a really good read on the jump.
Wow. I would have never tried that even. I would be like, yeah, no, the chance of that working is like, I don't know, 20%. It's gonna save me 2 seconds, and I lose 6 seconds if it doesn't work? No. The math doesn't work out, but it worked out.
Yeah, I feel like you only do something like that if you really know.
Here's the classics. Springboards that launch you into an obstacle.
Pion Sugoi. So that's one on the ceiling, I guess, that sends you down, huh? KirkQ's like trying to test it out, I think.
Oh, wow.
Gets across.
I would have thought you had to go low. Don't hit that one. Oh, great.
Checkpoint for KirkQ and for AaronDobbe.
Here's the Mario Maker level design again. Maybe I should have made a Mario Maker layout.
Maybe we can get some kind of pop over for like a cat paw hitting the screen or something and going pump.
Like Little Timmy level design.
Get the hand with the stylus or whatever.
It just goes over the level a little bit.
Yeah.
Schrammbles is close to KirkQ. It's one checkpoint behind, basically.
Yeah, it's increasingly looking like the bottom race is not going to be very close. So we do have this top race in terms of an actual battle here really being fought, potential to go back and forth. Ooh, just barely KirkQ is making it. Oh, you gotta hit the spring at that part. Okay. And then also it's kind of fun to watch AaronDobbe compete against the other two. Ah, missed the spring.
Yeah, I mean, didn't even go for it.
Yeah, I mean, missed the spring like the first time down. Eyes were not there, were somewhere else.
It wasn't holding right. Expected the spring to go further.
Yeah. All right, don't get too trigger happy. Goes right instead of left. I don't know about that.
Have to hit the spring. that would be peak Mario Maker design if only one of them is correct. Oh, now we're playing Super Mario World. Everyone get ready to shout orb.
This part seems pretty easy. Schrammbles has been stuck on this checkpoint for a while.
Whoa! Okay, nice reaction by KirkQ.
Oh, another death for Schrammbles. AaronDobbe is on 12 now. Look at the mid-air spring. It does seem like you gotta hit this one on the way up. Do you hit the spring and then wall jump into it? It's kind of unclear. Maybe you just want to come in from below. Oh, that's
yeah.
Nope. You need to hit it all on the way up. It's gotta be one smooth motion. That's tough.
Yeah, you gotta switch to right motion after hitting the first set. Schrammbles getting the checkpoint.
Finds the wall spring.
I want to see if Schrammbles finds the second wall spring maybe, and then if Schrammbles gets the finish first try. But here we go, AaronDobbe. Let's see. I'm really curious because I was impressed by KirkQ doing it. And here we go, arrow. And whoa, it's so close.
Nice.
Oh, Schrammbles saw. Correctly
nice
went on
dodge.
spring.
That's a checkpoint. Oh, KirkQ was barely in control through the springs. Like you can get behind, right? Like you need to sort of make these turns around the spikes, and you can turn late and still barely make it, but then now you're late for the next one. So KirkQ is drifting behind, but has cleaned it up on this attempt, is getting out of this level as Schrammbles is getting into it.
That was really well done. This level with all the springs, it kind of reminds me of Jumper. The train level.
The train level. Jumper 1 or 2?
2.
I don't remember that game very well.
This is the Prince of Persia level where you gotta avoid the switches because, I don't know, the developer decided that's a mechanic now.
It's getting boring that they have to hit the switches to open the way. I'm gonna mix it up.
Oh!
Surprise! That one opens those
We just go left,
This
right?
one closes
We just go
those
up.
4.
Just go up.
Okay.
Okay, don't hit the white one. Black one is fine. Maybe, unless it closes the door, but probably
Yeah,
not.
maybe.
And it's like a puzzle game now.
I like Schrammbles' instincts here. Yeah, that's gonna be a clear.
But KirkQ is ahead. It's flying really fast through this level. Already at the end, one level ahead of Schrammbles.
AaronDobbe right behind KirkQ at this point. And poor Bungabooo, back at level 9.
The start of the level is something you can get really skill checked in. These little bounces.
Yeah. Oh,
Nice.
finds the perfect spacing. Good to recognize that, like, I can just hold it here. If I clear one of these, I can clear all of them.
Yeah.
Schrammbles finds the secret button pretty quick.
And Mario Maker level design.
Yeah, that's true. Mystery Tournament, generally, it's not a super good thing if your game has a level where you need to find the secret button. That's not the sort of thing that's gonna lead to a good race situation a lot of the time. You get the one wall jump off these things that come out, and then you gotta hit the other wall in order to get another wall jump. So AaronDobbe hits it.
Schrammbles is confused how to hit this button. I think he just needs to wall jump off the wall.
Yeah.
Like,
I
he
mean,
thinks he has to do it from this platform, which I agree kind of makes sense. There we go.
There we go.
It's like 30 seconds or so wasted, right? Like, on something that you might have known.
Yeah, that doesn't feel good. Oh, wow. KirkQ reading the situation, perhaps, that the switches were going to bring the wall to him. KirkQ didn't hit the switch. These spikes are here so that you can die because you have to if you miss that switch. But good to recognize that that's what had happened. Someone might be unwilling to fall into those spikes, trying to think their way out of a solution.
I'm not sure where Schrammbles just died to.
So you go up, right, and you can see everything on the right. So you can, you see it. You know where it is. You know where you should be.
Yeah.
But were you paying attention? I wasn't. Clearly, KirkQ wasn't. AaronDobbe missed it the first time, but got it the next, so it is actually ahead of KirkQ. Not that they're actually racing each other.
Level 15 cleared. Does the Paceman say anything how many there are?
Nope. It says not much of anything. This is a real, you're on your own situation. Is Schrammbles hitting a button to kill himself, or what?
I think if you move into a wall as it's moving, you die.
You move and the wall moves, and it's like, well, now you're inside a wall.
Yeah, like
so
you don't get put in a bag, you just die.
Yeah, no zips, no.
I mean,
no clips, no check ahead, one frame to check collision. Okay. Schrammbles wise not to proceed.
It's like
back and hitting the check.
It's an interesting level with one screen only.
Oh, that's cute. Whoa, nice moves from AaronDobbe.
So, AaronDobbe has like activated all the checkpoints, but I think that's actually fine.
Just needs to get to the exit. So I think you need to jump way up high.
Yeah, and from here just low bounce down.
Oh, yeah, from up there is... You gotta hesitate there, hesitate there, hesitate. It's a triple hesitate on the way down.
Schrammbles is in the same state as KirkQ? Wait, Schrammbles is in the same state as KirkQ?
Yeah. Schrammbles did the...
Once
the moving walls stopped killing Schrammbles. He was doing fantastic, and he hit the 2 switches falling down in that one level. He almost hit the first switch first try, even. He was much more aware of that. And then this level has been really tough for KirkQ.
Yeah, I mean, there's this jump that Schrammbles still has to do that KirkQ just did. From, like, the top to the middle platform on the right there. It's like a corner edge jump or something. Right, so we have 3 racers on this one jump.
Yeah.
KirkQ's so close.
AaronDobbe's so close. Oh, it's this half on the block,
but
half
no!
not on the block.
Schrammbles made it, but then collided with the wall above it. Gets it. Takes the lead.
Schrammbles takes the lead. Bungabooo clears 11. I don't presume to think that AaronDobbe is actually going to be... I mean, AaronDobbe's done. But we got to keep an eye on that Bungabooo.
Oh, KirkQ also gets it. Race.
I wonder how Schrammbles is feeling.
I
I would not have a good idea of how I was doing compared to my opponent in this race.
Schrammbles, from my experience, is not the most optimistic person. But I think Schrammbles is not feeling good.
It's doing really good on this level, though. Just a really good sense of where the wall jump is going to take you after you hit it.
Oh, there's a button to restart the from checkpoint at least, which is useful for this level especially.
It's a long way down, and you need that wall jump to refresh, so you got to land on a floor specifically, and there's not a lot of that.
No, Schrammbles a little bit. Just taking your time with every one of these jumps to give you the most optimal starting angle is a good idea, I think.
KirkQ hits the checkpoint.
I think you gotta bounce off the wall there. Which Schrammbles is. Oh, he's trying to...
gets the wall spring on the way down to hit a checkpoint. Nicely done.
So AaronDobbe is trying to make it directly, which I don't think will work. Schrammbles was trying something that I think will work. Is to wall jump off this book, the one that he was standing on just now. Bit hard to draw because the screen is moving all the time, but oh, KirkQ is at the end.
Goes for the wall. No, that's not as
Oh,
good.
no.
Needs to find a block. Oh, if you accidentally touch the side of a block when you don't mean to and it wall jumps you, it's pretty wild.
I think that's just a regular jump. Oh, just barely gets it.
Wow.
17 cleared.
You do have the chance to wall jump off of the wall if you miss the end. I don't know if that gets you in there or not.
I think the wall jump works in a way that if you're moving upwards as you touch the wall, you get an up jump. And if you move downwards, you get a down jump.
So you would be going down at that point.
Yeah. Schrammbles is also here. Just YOLOs it immediately. Catches up. AaronDobbe also.
KirkQ racing the wall up, misses the wall, so has to come back down. But I guess if you touch that switch, do you think it's refreshing the timer on these walls? Or is it not a timer at all? Is it the button that resets it? That must be it. Oh,
you
wait,
can't.
No, the direction you come into the switch?
Yeah, the direction on those levers.
Oh.
So Schrammbles
that.
is not allowed to touch these white switches. Nice. That's the lead,
Schrammbles
right?
knows what Schrammbles is or isn't allowed to do. It's just blasting through this level. Yeah, that is a lead change.
Do you think we have to go up one of these tunnels?
I think we got to get all the way to the right.
I don't think it's possible. I think we gotta close this, go up, see what the switch does. Because that's game design. Ooh,
Is that
look
going to
at me,
open the
I'm-
tops?
And then press...
It's
Oh,
this.
there's a swing!
Oh, the spring.
A spring.
So you do go all the way
Oh,
across.
but Schrammbles didn't get a lot... Oh, but it stays open, so that's probably fine. Hits a black switch, probably bad? Question mark?
KirkQ hesitating a little bit. Alright, gets past the thing. That's going to be a checkpoint, I think.
No.
No!
Yeah, you can't touch those white switches. Wow, Schrammbles makes it. The end.
That's 18.
Sometimes there's like a level design that makes me think this is the end of the game. That was kind of one of them.
Right. I wouldn't put it past this game for having a 20 level.
Yeah, 18 is a
level
weird
game?
number, I agree. For Schrammbles is flying!
Oh, crazy progress. There's something magic about your first attempt at a level in a game like this. It's the only time you're truly blind to what's coming and you're sight reading things. Oh, AaronDobbe gets pierced by the wall at the last possible moment. The same wall that KirkQ is dealing with.
Ah, Schrammbles keeps turning around too early. And KirkQ is doing well. Has cleared the one with another hidden switch, basically.
Man, you really got to be thinking ahead with these spikes.
Yeah, you kind of gotta know which side you wanna start on.
Yeah. Are you going to bounce off of this wall or that wall? Are you going to, aim to be on the floor at this point or on the ceiling at this point as you go through this corridor? Like, if you're not thinking about those things, these spikes, they get you. The game is not going to protect you from them.
KirkQ doesn't make it first try like Schrammbles did. Left or right? Probably left, right? Yeah.
Looks good.
The checkpoint.
AaronDobbe on this same level.
Didn't hit the black switch? There's a black
also
switch at
having
the top
trouble.
here that you could hit.
The same trouble Schrammbles had. Bungaboo's trying to find how to hit this switch. Black on the top. Hits right on the way down and dead, so I guess you don't hit those.
Oh, you hit the left white one. Not the right white one.
Yeah.
You hit all of them.
Maybe you do gotta hit all of them and then just not die.
Yeah.
Maybe the second white one does something good that I missed.
I think it makes the floor appear, which is good.
KirkQ is still on this same checkpoint and like dying right at the start of it still, right? It's not like, oh yeah, he's got the start down. It's just about getting that hard part at the end. Like, no, like even the beginning is still killing him again and again.
Schrammbles didn't hit the top black one. AaronDobbe is getting it more consistently. Has hit all the switches, here we go. Ah. Not quite the right rhythm on those bounces.
Yeah, it seems like it's all in the start. You want to make sure that you're starting from this point and you're jumping and holding this direction or whatever it is, and it will just set you up right for the entire sequence.
Yeah. Schrammbles is often not getting enough height. Like there again.
Yeah. Is jumping off the wall too soon?
I think Schrammbles, both of them are rushing this part. Yeah, AaronDobbe is waiting now. Doesn't hit the switch. I don't know. But we don't know if the switch is needed. That's kind of a problem. This white one on the left here. Hits it now?
I get the vibe that they're all needed.
Same, but who knows? KirkQ is still in its checkpoint that Schrammbles pretty much aced. This is really the difference right now.
Yeah. But everyone is stuck on their individual troubles currently. Who's going to be the first to break loose? Bungabooo, I still can't believe that you just die if you are moving at the moving wall too quickly.
Yeah, it's a bit problematic.
Especially because it's like, oh, what do you do in this situation? You need to move towards the wall. Like that. Yeah, Bungaboo's game is, I don't know if that's his stream.
I noticed this like 5 levels ago and I didn't want to say anything, just... it's problematic.
Is it like every moving element?
When stuff moves, it's really slow, and I don't think it was this slow for the others, but I wasn't sure, so I didn't say anything.
It's not this slow for the others, I'm pretty sure. And also, it wouldn't be his stream if it happens exactly when Bungaboo hits the switch every time.
Yeah, it does look like the game slows down more than the other games when stuff is moving.
FFAO is on it. Oh, Schrammbles, I think, hit all the switches, but then maybe not, because they were expecting clearly something to be different about the layout of the land. Uh-oh. I don't know if Schrammbles can do anything here.
I don't like the white switch. It removes our floor, and by hitting it, we are off sync to climb this tower.
You could at least try and not hitting it.
AaronDobbe gets it.
See what the game has to say about it. Nice, okay, so we're on to level 20. Bungaboo on 15. Needs to remember where these switches are on the way up.
I didn't see if AaronDobbe hit the switch or not.
Nice, Bungaboo hit those switches. I just realized too, those are those directional switches. It's not enough to hit the switch. You need to come in at it on the right angle as you fall. I was not appreciating that last time the racers were there.
Yeah, you gotta like pass it.
Mm-hmm. KirkQ on the beginning of 19 now.
Yeah. Schrammbles is still going for this white switch.
Based off of what they just did, makes me think that Schrammbles is just now trying to avoid the switch.
Yeah, but why not start on the right wall then?
I think they just like the left, right, left off of the wall that they can see. Oh, but that...
I mean, you can drop down and then... Oh, that's probably it, right? You hit the black switch, you drop back down, and then you go down and hit both of the white ones.
Oh. Very puzzly.
And I don't like it. Here, black. Okay, let's try again, whatever. And then drop back down. And then maybe it lines up, I don't know. We can hope for the best. Drops down accidentally, and now white. Oh! That was it though! Just a bit higher and it would have worked. Like, just barely missed the second white switch. KirkQ is on the same checkpoint now. If there was ever a time to ace something, it's this.
Oh, Schrammbles. So Bungaboo's on 15 and needs to sort of spot this route up through the middle. I guess this screen won't scroll, so I can just say that it's one of this sort of thing.
Oh yeah,
Here we go.
This is the level of the Tellus trailer. Schrammbles knows. This is the right solution. There we go. Oh, AaronDobbe said the level name, the final level. That I assume means that that's the final level. So
That's a pretty safe assumption.
So KirkQ really needs to figure this out.
Yeah, Schrammbles is on the level.
KirkQ not hitting the black top button? Yeah. Which I understand, because we talked about this, where some games set you up in a nice way when you respawn from a checkpoint. Celeste is very notable for that. Oh, that also worked. But no, it doesn't work because but this game, if you start from this checkpoint and just kind of bounce twice low and then high, you will not hit the black switch.
Yeah. And I mean, the level that Schrammbles was on, there's a switch that needs to be hit as you go, as like part of the solution, and it doesn't even reset when you die. So you have to like walk over there, flip it to the correct position to get it ready for your move, and then execute the move.
That sucks. You don't want to do that. Last thing I want to do is clean up after myself. Oh, KirkQ has the start. But the second part really needs some figuring out.
I mean, we saw players figuring it out.
Oh, AaronDobbe
For a
strong.
long time.
Oh, but there's no checkpoint. There is one. Nice. Oh, got wrecked.
That's funny. It's the. Did he hit the button?
Completely misses the button. That was amazing.
Right. Oh no! All that stuff there. Who put that there?
Oh, but it stays down.
Oh. So there is an advantage, I guess, to the switches not resetting. Oh, now they're helpful? Sick.
Bong bong bong, this is it. See, this is the end of the game level design that I was talking about.
Repeatable pattern. Just hold it down.
There's a lot of checkpoints.
So AaronDobbe comes in first in the race. We must remind ourselves the game was running a little bit weird for Bungabooo, so we'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
But the top race, everyone's game seems to be running okay, as far as I'm concerned. Not that I'm the voice here, but
it better.
I think this will be a decisive win for Schrammbles if they can get through here.
And he's close. This is like 2 checkpoints away from the end of the game.
So is waiting for the platform to bounce off of it, but then this third one,
the last
you do
one.
not want to wait.
AaronDobbe saw it immediately. He did it correctly. I was very impressed by that. So you bounce on the first and the second, but not the third.
It looked like the wall was not fully retracted one time, so Schrammbles like had less time to bounce.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem with this design.
Oh, KirkQ.
Oh,
KirkQ's on the final level.
KirkQ makes it, and Schrammbles takes like a really unfortunate death there. Was just bouncing off the wall in a weird way that put him into a moving wall. Oh,
There's
it's
spikes
unlucky.
up there. Who put those there?
It's unlucky.
It literally is unlucky. Like, that was not a skill issue whatsoever. That was just... Shoot.
Oh, did you see that? It's like a skip. Alright, no checkpoint. Whoa, but
Ah.
the timer. Yeah, look at Schrammbles. He did something really cool. Maybe he'll do it again. Yeah, super fast.
Pretty smooth. Whoa.
KirkQ's coming though.
Smooth afterwards. That's a checkpoint.
It's like 1 or 2 checkpoints behind. Like, the nerfs are high. The game literally told you, hey, you're almost done. Checkpoint for Schrammbles. This is the last checkpoint, we know that. Well, there's like 16 checkpoints after this, but this is the last checkpoint that matters.
That's true. I'm watching Bungabooo try to hit the last jump here on 16 and was just spamming jumps on the top platform. Just like, and then just like went left and was like, maybe it works. I don't know, like just completely rolling the dice.
Schrammbles is so close. This is the nerfs.
Yeah, there it is.
And that's it. I think you literally cannot... I guess if you hold right maybe, but I think other than holding right, there's no way to screw this one up. Yeah!
Close battle back and forth. It's going to be Schrammbles who comes out on top. Here in the front one, opening up Mystery Tournament on a high note here. The extra level. Color me curious about the extra level.
You can ask them about it. Oh, I did invite them for interview, even though we said the bottom race isn't necessarily decided, but I don't think it will be decided by a retime. So I think it's fine either way.
Yeah, the vast majority of this game did not have, like, up to this point, did not have moving walls. And AaronDobbe had a big lead all through that section.
Bim.
Hello.
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 Congratulations to both of you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
So who was AaronDobbe? You finished first, so I guess I need to direct this at least a little bit, or not. You won't know who I'm asking what.
Okay.
Did you have a handle on the controls? Like, that's kind of the whole thing, right? Is the blob is always bouncing.
Yeah. It was, yeah, the controls weren't like confusing to me, and like I didn't know what they wanted me to do. They were just, kind of difficult to execute. This reminds me of, I feel like I had played a platformer recently with a similar mechanic, and I think I might be thinking of one of the optional challenge badges you can get in Super Mario Bros. Wonder. That basically gives you this mechanic. So,
I haven't played it yet.
yeah.
Maurice has played it. Does that stick out?
Sorry, I was doing something. What did I play?
He always leaves the interviews to me.
Oh, I understand, Myth. I'm in the same boat.
Do either of you who have played Super Mario Wonder recognize the sort of bouncing that's going on in this game? Is
Oh,
the elements?
I guess there's one power-up in that game that will make you bounce, but I didn't use it because it makes you bounce.
Yeah.
And you were like, I don't want to play a game where you're bouncing all the time. That's uncomfortable.
Yeah, imagine playing a game like that. Well, I mean, it's kind of a joke thing, I almost think. I don't think you're supposed to actually use it for the majority
Yeah.
of time.
Yeah, they give you these things so that you can make the game more annoying if you want.
Yeah.
But they also give you a couple like interesting platforming challenges that are designed for those. So at least I got a little bit of practice with that kind of thing, and I guess it paid off.
We got the finish now from KirkQ. How about you, Schrammbles? Did you feel like you were able to become one with the Blob by the end of this?
I think it's one of those games where like it lulls you into a false sense of this is going to be a very quick race. Because
Yeah.
I swear those first 15 levels, I want to say was done with like 15 minutes.
Yeah, there was you, KirkQ, and Aaron were very close through basically the first 15 levels, yeah.
And then it hits you with these lever levels where you don't know exactly what's going to happen with the lever, and then you have to avoid some of them, but you don't know what exactly. I think it's that stretch on 18 that really was just like, oh, why did they throw a puzzle in the middle of this? I was having a fun time bouncing around, doing platforming challenges, and oh, there's the puzzle.
And meanwhile, I'm standing at the window with my Sicko's shirt on.
Yes. Yes. We're joined by KirkQ now as well. Hello.
Hello.
GG. What did you think about the
GGs.
Blob game?
I think my biggest obstacle is like the timing of you hitting the spacebar to trigger the bounce is like 1 second off when you actually bounce. So like,
it's not a hold. You gotta like be repressing.
well, no, if you want to like let go of it, you have to let go of it super early.
Oh, I see.
So like, there were like 30 times where like I'm not holding the spacebar and he like bounces high. It's really annoying.
I can imagine. Especially with the precision that the later levels really started to demand of you. We felt the spike hitboxes, the fact that the game would not sort of cheat for you if there was like a wall next to the spike.
Yeah. Also, it's not Mega Man, right? Like, if you touch it, you're dead. You're
Yeah.
just like a balloon.
Yeah. What? It was level 16. Was that the single screen one where you had to go back and forth?
Maybe 15.
It might have been
It was
15.
around there.
But yeah, that last jump was a nightmare because of that specifically. Because the goal was right next to a single spike, and you only had the one block there that didn't have a ceiling over it. So you really had to get right in there unless there was an easy setup that I just didn't think of.
No, all three of you were stuck on that jump at the same time.
Nice.
I want to
That's
say
how
if you,
bad it was.
That
If you
one
hit it
jump,
too
not even
early-
that level, that jump.
if you hit it too early, you'd hit the ceiling and then bounce to the
Mhm.
right into the spikes.
Yes,
So-
we caught that one. And then yeah, the I
The one with
don't
all
even
the switches, you have to like
yeah.
get really good height out of your jumps and like turn as soon as possible and all this other stuff.
And then there's other things where it's like, oh, you can go up and hit some of these switches and then come back down and then go again and hit the other ones. Like, that was when I saw that was probably what they wanted you to do. I was very surprised and that they would throw something like that all of a sudden.
Yeah, I think kind of what Schrammbles was getting at was that I really wasn't expecting that kind of level design from the first half of the game. I was pretty surprised by the turn this took.
I think Bungabooo's going to be finishing the level here.
Yeah, I thought
Oh.
we were playing like 50 levels or something and we were just gonna be like zooming
You certainly were early on.
for about 15 levels.
That was
Yeah,
the
this-
same number that
That I said,
AaronDobbe
yeah.
threw out. Yeah, Schrammbles said it.
No, this is the most adjacent ball game I can imagine that isn't a ball game.
Yeah, at least you've got like decent air control. Like if you know when you bounce off the wall, it's not like boing and you're gone and you don't know what you're doing. Like
You know what? I didn't think of this, but This is what I wanted Ultraman Ball to be. I played Ultraman Ball in Mystery Tournament a while ago, and I wanted it to be this. I thought this is what it was going to be, and then the mechanics didn't work like that at all.
He's so heavy in Ultraman Ball.
Yeah.
I like the idea that you are just sort of in the back of your mind, always thinking about Ultraman Ball.
I am often thinking about Ultraman Ball.
I feel like there's a lot of games that just live rent-free in the back of our minds that we've played that like have done something to us.
It's Mystery Tournament, baby. KirkQ, you're still here. You joined in
Yeah.
Mystery Tournament 4, but you haven't had enough.
It's true. I feel like I'm a little washed these days, but that's okay.
I mean,
Like,
you were
I don't
playing
have
good
those-
out there.
I don't have that young man reaction time anymore, you know?
There was some reaction time stuff in this game. Like, even if, I mean, there was one level where, like, the level is on the right and you can see it as you go up the left, so
Yeah.
that you know what you have to do. But, like, probably you weren't looking that closely. And so,
Yeah.
like, trying to react to stuff, like, as it scrolls on screen, or like, oh, there's spikes here now, or there's a spring on the wall that you need to hit, or there's
I
a
wasn't
number
even
of times.
trying to go that far ahead.
It was tough.
I will say, so one of my practice games before like every mystery match is get out of my way, I'm trying to eat you. And
Not
humorously enough,
familiar,
this
but-
game controls like kind of similarly.
That's a good game. Good choice.
Like
Oh.
I felt the parallels while I was playing.
Well, that's perfect.
Versus my pre-game ritual, which is just walk to my ice cream shop, get ice cream.
Oh my god, that's not even fair.
Yeah.
How can I
These guys all
advantage?
hopped up on Rocky Road over here. Of course he won.
Today's flavor was malt cookie dough.
Oh, it sounds
Looks
good.
like it worked out.
Like beer?
Yeah.
Like
Sort
beer,
of.
but like not with beer.
Yeah,
So they
malt
do
beer.
have,
I know
uh,
what malt beer is. It's like
Yeah.
the thing for kids.
But they do have some very interesting flavors. They do have a THC infused one, which, as someone who doesn't partake in that, to imagine me doing one of those
Oh, before a
before
race.
racing,
Schrammbles has begun just flicking the switch back and forth over and over, and watching the walls to move
What
in
is
and
he
out.
doing?
why is Schramble just joined the call asking the commentators to order him a pizza?
Schrammbles, you got to get out of here. You're racing.
Oh.
Maybe in reject tournament, if that ever comes back. I'll
So-
do it for the fans.
The next race is setting up, and I think, judging by how backloaded this race was, it's still gonna be a little while until Bungabooo finishes, so we're gonna wish them the best of luck and go back to our setup.
All right.
Alrighty.
Congratulations to Aaron and Schrammbles on your victories.
thank
Best
you.
of luck, KirkQ. You're not out of it yet. Double elimination. And thank you to all three of you for coming to talk to us.
All right, thank you so much.
Yep,
GG's.
GG.